Now, the clarity and vibrance sliders are two really great sliders, and they make adjustments that are, I guess, more attuned to contrast. Is the easiest way to describe it. Let me go ahead and readjust this image to fit in view. The clarity and vibrance sliders are located right here under the basic tab, and when you move it to the right, now this image of the bobcat in Yosemite National Park is a result of an hour and a half of stalking this animal. So in the 31 years I've been in Yosemite, it's been a very long time since I saw my last bobcat. So this one is a very kind of important image, and I don't want to lose it because it's rare that you get to shoot a bobcat in Yosemite. So what are we going to do to improve this image? Well, we'll just take it and move it over to the right, and you can see that it really has a contrasty result, for lack of a better way to put it. Here's the neutral, and here's all the way over to the right. And then when we adjust the vibrance, what it does is it boosts the saturation on some of the more pastel colors in the image. And you can see how that's coming up right there, because that's all there is in this image is pastel colors. And then we'll go ahead and boost plain old everyday saturation. And there you have it. A much improved image, and I think we need to goose the white balance just a bit, maybe bring it just a little warmer, and I think that's going to be the finished product. So you saw how quickly we just went all the way to the right with clarity, almost all of the way to the right with vibrance, a little bit of saturation, a little bit of temperature, and we've done everything to this image that probably needs to be done from a global standpoint. Let's take a look at this image of the clouds in the southern Colorado Rockies, and you can see there's a lot of drama in these clouds. There's something about the southern Colorado Rockies. The sunsets and the cloud formations are just not to be believed every single day at sunset. So again, I don't want to lose this image. I want to really kind of make it pop. So we're going to take the clarity, I'm going to move it over just a little bit. I don't want to go too far because less is more. When you're dealing with clouds, less is more, but you still need to goose it for something. So there's a little bit of an adjustment. There's neutral. Here's a little bit of an adjustment. We're going to boost the vibrance slightly to bring out some of the pastel colors. Let's boost all overall saturation, but only a tiny bit. And let's adjust the temperature just to see if we want to adjust a little bit of the white balance. And it's personal preference one way or the other. I'm one who leans more towards warm type sunset images, so we'll leave it right there. And once more, you've got a simple adjustment on an image with clarity and vibrance. Here's still a third image of the interior of a church in rural Germany, and I'm going to go ahead and move the clarity over. Look at that. That really makes that image pop. And then if we move the vibrance over just a little bit to get some of those subtle colors coming out, and then overall boost in saturation. Now we're going to boost the exposure just a bit because it is just a tiny bit dark, and I want to bring out some of the detail up here in the ceiling. Some of these smaller churches in rural Germany are spectacular. Somebody somewhere had a lot of time on their hands for all this ornate detail in this architecture. So we go to the right just a tiny little bit to warm it up some, and there you have a third example of how easy it is to do complete global adjustments utilizing the clarity, vibrance, saturation sliders in concert, and then a little bit adjustment in the temperature, exposure, and some of the other things in here that you may or may not want to mess with. And again, it's all experimentation. Come in, play with it, see what you like. But there you have it, the clarity and vibrance sliders in Camera Raw with Photoshop CS6.